Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and today we're gonna be reacting to
K-pop news. NewJeans losing, Blackpink's messy concert, and flopped. Taemin's apology. What is he apologizing for?
Guys, welcome back to the channel. Your one-stop shop for K-pop chaos. Tea that's hotter than my
Skip this intro.
ugly cry.
Okay. Blackpink's new single Jump, dragged by K-Nets. But why?
Okay, blinks and bystanders, grab your popcorn because Blackpink's brand new, unreleased single, Jump, just set Korean netizens on fire. And not in the Lisa's dance break kind of way. Blackpink kicked off their Deadline World Tour right in Seoul, and for the first time ever, they performed Jump, a track they'd only teased in microseconds online. International fans, vibing, Korean netizens, not so much. A post
teaser
about the
was
performance
13
blew up on the
seconds?
coup.
I guess.
We're
That's the
talking hot
13?
page.
I guess I haven't seen the teaser. I don't know.
With almost 1,000 salty comments and over 50k views. And trust me, these comments, brutal. Here's what the Digital Peanut Gallery had to say. Who gave Blackpink a song like this? It's so bad. It's so bad it's hilarious. This is seriously a mess. It's giving B-grade vibes, lol. What even is this? The song is fun, yeah, but it doesn't feel like a Blackpink track. Wow. So this
I think that comment summarizes the most for me. The song is fun, yeah, but it doesn't feel like the Blackpink track.
It gives like a new age of
Yeah.
Blackpink,
I don't know, when I
Like,
heard...
very like a modern like kind of sound like Charlie XCX, like the clubs kind of sound that they're going for. But I didn't. But then again, it's not supposed to sound like their old work because the critique would be that oh, it sounds like their old stuff they just recycled. So I do think that they were trying to give something new, fresh, that what they feel like is Blackpink.
Yeah, it's definitely like a different track. It's just, to me, it feels like that 2012 EDM type of song, which is definitely not Korean market. I don't think it's American market either. I think it's mostly targeted towards Europe. I think that song will do well in Europe. As far as the rest of the world, I don't know. It definitely didn't feel like Blackpink track. Uh, as you said, you did say Charlie XCX when you heard it immediately. For me, I didn't have anyone particular in mind, but thinking of the time frame, it's like that 2012 is, the peak EDM. When we yesterday we watched the video of the genres that are dying, and that EDM genre, when they were talking about Avicii levels, Calvin Harris with Rihanna, like that type of vibes it would have given me.
I think that is it may be something that it can grow, and because I think people are still shocked at this the new song, so I think it needs time to grow.
is the kind of song they get after not renewing their contracts. Like, oof, that's not just shade, that's a solar eclipse. Now, before anyone clutches their pearls, the song hasn't officially dropped in good quality yet, so maybe when the studio version hits, the opinions will do a 180, or not, who knows, it's K-pop, expect chaos. Alright, here's my 100% no BS take. People have been screaming for Blackpink to break out of their so-called tired formula for years. Now they give you something that doesn't sound like do-do-do 2.0, and you'll cry because it's different. Be so for real. Music is subjective. Your ears, your rules. Hate it, loop it, remix it. Who cares? Not every comeback has to be an anthem that breaks the internet. At the end of the day, if Blackpink wants to experiment, let them experiment. You can't beg for fresh
this the
vibes,
merch?
then throw a
Yeah.
tantrum when you get them. And for anyone pressed,
I think this is because, remember, she said she bought Eyelid and what looks like Jenny from whatever, and she paid like $70 for shipping or something. I think this is the unboxing.
there's an entire discography of classic BP bops waiting for you on Spotify. Problem solved. Anyway, what do you think? Is Jump a
That's
skip
pretty.
or a slay? Drop it in the comments. And remember, you get to decide if you like it, not the coup. Stay tuned. I'll keep you posted the second the official track drops. Like, sub, smash that bell. See you next K-pop chaos drop. Bye.
IU replaces NewJeans as Korean tourism ambassadors.
Oh.
No shocker there. But so she talked about K netizens, but she said the Western netizens, their opinions were different, and we didn't see any comments from the West. I wonder what their comments are, but anyway.
So, in July 2024, NewJeans made headlines as the honorary ambassadors of Korean tourism. Pretty big deal, right? Their job was to flex Korea's charms and attract young tourists worldwide. All while their legal fight with Hybe and Adore raged on in the background. Talk about multitasking. But now,
To be real, these Arrow deals are
netizens spotted something suspicious. Posters of NewJeans at Korean airports suddenly covered up by none other than IU. Yep, Korea's beloved solo queen might be your new friendly face when you land at Incheon. There's no official confirmation yet, but it's pretty clear IU is taking the ambassador crown. And y'all, the comment section is having a meltdown. This really hurts to see. Some fans are heartbroken. They feel like NewJeans is losing every brand deal they once bagged. IU is better.
That was naturally going to happen. Like whoever was going to take the spot that was previously hosted by NewJeans, everyone was gonna give their feedback. Either they're gonna hate it or they're gonna love it.
Yeah, I don't know why this is a shocker. For one,
Yeah.
NewJeans are inactive. Of course, they're not gonna have any brand deals whatsoever until this is resolved.
Yeah.
So this is not shocking. That every single brand deal they have right now, they're gonna lose because NewJeans does not exist as of this moment. Now, replaced by IU, no shocker either. IU is like the biggest star in Korea. What's shocking about that? I would say it would be shocking and controversial. We can talk if they were replaced by Eyelid. Now that would be funny a little bit.
Yeah.
Then we could talk about it. But here there's no scandal. Like it's natural.
This is a safe
This is
replacement.
IU's the biggest star and NewJeans are no more. What's to talk about here?
IU is the best star our country has. NewJeans is not on the same level as her. A good chunk of netizens are like, duh. IU's a living legend with zero scandals,
Right.
rock solid
There's
reputation,
no shock.
and generations of fans. She's basically the nation's little sister, and big sister rolled into one. NewJeans is over. Oof, harsh, but some are calling it. With the group on indefinite hiatus and that legal drama still unresolved, brands might be
Yeah,
done waiting.
if they were replaced by a younger group like Eyelid especially because they were like in the whole like beef with Eyelid, maybe less of him. But even if they're replaced by someone, I don't know, Kiki, like then okay, we can talk about because they're kind of younger. But IU, there's even if NewJeans were active and they were replaced by IU, it would be okay. IU's bigger. I mean, no shocker.
Why keep NewJeans if you can't trust the contract? People think the constant feud with Hybe is making companies nervous. Makes sense. Why risk a flaky
Like if
endorsement?
you take, for
when-
example, IVE, they're super huge in Korea right now. But if IVE gets replaced by IU, I don't think anybody would bat an eye. IU is the star of Korea. Okay, cool.
You can just hire IU and sleep peacefully. Wouldn't BTS be better? Or too expensive LOL? One hilarious comment pointed out that BTS could do it now they're all back from the military. But let's be real, they'd probably drain the tourism budget in a week. One mistake NewJeans made was the arrogance to think no one could replace them. And here's your daily cold shower from netizens. No matter how big you are, there's always a replacement waiting in K-pop land. Of course, some are defending the girls too, blaming Hybe for blocking activities and new contracts. The whole mess is basically Adore versus Hybe, NewJeans stuck in the middle, brands quietly jumping ship. So what's next? We'll see if IU's appointment is officially announced this month. But one thing's clear, the Korean tourism gig waits for no one. What do you think? Is IU a better pick? Should BTS swoop in? Or should NewJeans fight harder to keep these deals alive? Drop your thoughts. Let's talk in the comments.
Like, how can you fight harder when you don't exist? Like, they as a group right now, they don't exist. They can't do anything. So they can't even fight for the brand deal. Like, this is such a natural steps that's gonna happen until this is resolved to me that I don't even think it should make the news. It should be obvious. Shiny Taemin apologized for insensitive earthquake joke and oh. Whoosh.
Now you know why
Today
he
we've
had
got a
to
serious
apologize.
update involving Chinese
Bad.
Taemin, who's facing
That's bad.
backlash for a comment he made about a recent earthquake in Japan. Let's break down what happened and how he's responding now. On July 5th, KST, Taemin performed at show Music Hall in Japan with fellow Shiny member Minho. Afterwards, they hopped on a live stream to chat with fans. Pretty normal idol stuff. But during the live stream, Taemin made a comment about the recent earthquake prediction, saying, "Everything is still safe, so you really don't need to worry." Minho then teased him, asking who was worried, and Taemin replied, "Me. I was worried the stage might shake while I was singing," and even joked about imagining the whole stage shaking in 3D during his performance of Idea. While it might have sounded lighthearted to him, a lot of fans, especially in Japan,
They actually have to live it. Yikes.
This is one of those things, kind of what we talked. Remember that podcast that we're talking all this kumbaya? When you know they went, the guy didn't apologize, the girl apologized. What was it? Oh, they said Jenny slept with people, whatever. Remember that podcast? So this is to me similar. Like this is something like you can talk about, like joke about with your friends, but not something you ever like put on camera, say on camera. This is not.
I don't know if you could joke like that with your friends because it's like, what if your friends is okay? So you those jokes are okay if your friends are not actually having family that lives in Japan. Like, it's just it says like some things is like that's a stupid joke.
I think this is something you can joke about with your friends if they're Japan or Japan. I think
I would look at that friend kind of weird.
I
Like people actually live in the
I
earthquake.
mean,
Like
if you made a joke to me about Russians occupying Lithuanian, I wouldn't be mad. Like, okay, I would laugh. Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. This is something like, okay, like right now,
you.
if somebody made a joke about Russia occupying Lithuania on social media, that would be a very big backlash. But if somebody's up to me, like, I wouldn't. Okay, it's funny. Yeah, I mean, I can joke about it. It's this
Oh,
that's
that's
real life.
weird. Yeah,
So
nah.
this is too like
No, but it's serious.
it is serious, but that's why you don't say it on camera, because there's different type of people that they're not, you don't have that relationship where you can joke with them. So you're saying something on camera to the whole world, however big the Japan population is, every single person might take it differently. That's why it's a problem. When you know the person you're joking to, the person might be Japanese, but they're cool with you, you can kind of joke about that. So that's what I'm saying. This is stuff like you just don't say on camera, period.
Yeah, you keep your privilege to yourself.
Felt the joke was tone deaf, given how serious earthquakes can be there.
Yeah.
People criticized him for making light of a natural disaster that's actually terrifying for many. After the
Yeah.
backlash, Taemin posted an official apology on July 6th. He admitted
It's
his
not
words were
funny
careless
at
and
It's
all.
like
It's not funny at all.
it's
It
like we
literally
joke
is.
about hurricanes here in Miami. Like we joke about it all the time.
There's a big difference.
How?
There's a big difference because the
It's a
people.
natural disaster.
No, the big difference is that the locals live. This is their life. They
Right, but
understand.
we
They
joke about it.
understand. They understand it. But when an outsider does it, it's not okay. There's a big difference. It's okay when it's your locals joking about it, hee hee ha ha. Locals who go through it because we go through it together. But when it's an outsider, we're like, what the fuck are you talking about? This is not funny. Do you think this is
I
a game
think
to
if you
you?
have a close relationship with the
No,
outsider, it's
no.
okay.
Because when, okay, for example, when Canadians come and they start complaining, we're like, okay, you just leave. Like, go. Like, no. But locals, they get it. It's a local joke. It's not a joke for other people outside the community. Period.
explained that he was trying to reassure fans, but failed to think about how it might come across. He said, I now realize
Because
that I failed to
trust
consider the
me,
circumstances of those
you would get backlash as an outsider. You're like, haha, like, oh, at least we're not in
No,
there.
I'm public, yeah, public you would get. I'm saying in private, not in public. Yeah, in public you
I
can
don't
joke
know.
about
I
these
don't think
things.
locals will take kindly to it. It's just you take the risk. Someone can find it funny, someone can not. But I can see both sides.
affected and the dangers of natural disasters. And I deeply regret speaking so lightly. He ended by promising to be more thoughtful with his words in the future. Honestly, this is one of those moments that reminds us how easily things can be misread, especially when you're a public figure talking about something
Yeah, I don't think there was nothing misread here. He had that is something he has to own it, and it's kind of similar to. Never mind.
serious, like natural disasters. Even a small joke can hit hard when people have actually lived through earthquakes. For now, Taemin's fans are hoping this is a lesson learned and that everyone can move forward. It's good that he owned up and didn't try to dodge responsibility. And hopefully he'll stick to his promise to choose his words more carefully next time.
Yeah, I don't think this should be like a career ender or nothing, but you know, he he did mess up, so he had to apologize for that.
We need to talk about what went down at Blackpink's Goyang.
Oh, there was no text. Let's see what it says on the timestamp. Blackpink zero visibility seats. Okay.
Concert because some blinks basically paid $100 to watch the back of a giant screen. Yep. I wish I was joking. So here's what happened. On July 5th,
I mean, $100 for Blackpink concert is not really that bad to me, in my opinion. I don't know. I feel like to attend Blackpink concert for $100,
That seems fine.
that seems, even if like nosebleeds for $100, like where you need binoculars to see anything, which is you basically end up looking at the screen. For a Blackpink group, $100, not really that bad.
Blackpink finally hit the stage in Goyang for their big world tour stop. Tickets sold out in seconds. As expected, fans flew in from everywhere. Wallets emptied, dreams loaded. Only to find out that if you sat in the now infamous N3 section, you'd see zero stage. Nada. Just a massive screen, blocking the entire view. People are rightfully losing it on X. One fan literally
Do they
wrote,
say on
there's
the
no review.
tickets the visibility? I think they usually write the visibility on the tickets.
I
How many tickets there are?
yes, I think if ahead of time when you purchased it, you were warned that you're not gonna see the stage. I think it's okay.
It's
if
like
you,
a watch party,
yeah,
essentially.
basically, yeah. And you know, people
But you're
buy tickets
still
to the watch
in the
parties.
vibes.
I remember Eurovision, they sold
Yeah.
out a stadium to just have a screen, watch at the screen, but just you there for the vibes. So people do buy watch party tickets. I think if it was disclosed, it's okay. If it wasn't disclosed, maybe lawsuit. I don't know.
To give. I couldn't see anything. Another said, I paid full price to see the top of a screen. Not the fireworks, not the drones, not Blackpink, just a screen. To make it worse, these seats cost 132,000 KRW, about $98 USD. That's more than the actual restricted view seats, which were sold for about $73 USD. So fans paid more to see less. Make it make sense. The kicker, in Korea, the law is actually on the fans' side for once. The Fair Trade Commission says if your seat is blocked due to the organizer's fault, you get a full refund, plus 10%
Oh,
extra.
okay.
That was
Okay,
the issue.
work.
Get the
Then
refund.
work.
Then
Get that
yeah,
refund.
get the refund. Yeah, all for it. Get a refund.
So yes, these fans could, and honestly should, file complaints with the Korea Consumer Agency. There's even precedent for this. If VIP seats get
then
downgraded
go
due to
ahead,
poor
get a
visibility,
refund.
you're legally owed a refund. So what's the takeaway? This is not about hating on Blackpink.
I
It's
just wonder
about
if you have
holding
to have
organizers
evidence
accountable.
or, like,
Fans
what
aren't
you have
just
to
buying.
show.
I
It's
think
like it's a lot of work.
I think there's pictures online from from this section. I think if you can say I was in this section and there's clearly evidence online, right, as we just saw, I think you'll get the refund.
Tickets. They're paying for the experience. So if you can't see the stage, that's a scam, not a show. If you were affected, file that complaint, demand your money back. And to the event
Yeah, it's easy.
organizers,
Yeah, it's,
fix your seat maps,
don't have a
mark
problem with
restricted
that.
views properly. Don't make loyal fans cough up premium cash to stare at concrete and a screen. Did you or someone you know get stuck in these seats? Drop your story in the comments. Let's see how.
And also, I think it's just kind of similar to the Stray Kids situation. I don't think it's like Blackpink's fault. It's the organizers. So it's like can't really fault the four girls for it. Maybe YG, I don't know, but definitely not the girls. You can probably whoever organized it is responsible because I don't know what they were thinking, putting a big screen like that. But
At least we didn't hear anything more controversial or going on in the concert event. It seemed like it operated smoothly, aside for some some complaints.
yeah, if the biggest complaint from the concert is that people didn't like Jump and that the screen was blocked, then
Yeah,
that's
then
a
it's a
successful
successful
concert. Yeah.
concert. Okay, guys, of course, let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Join the Discord. And as always, share as much kindness as possible. Bye.